Once we've opened Autodesk Civil 3D, we need to start a new drawing. We choose the required format, then click open. Now our drawing is on the left hand side of the screen under Prospector tab. We go to surfaces, create surface. You can choose any of those surfaces. We'll choose 10. Then we put up a name for it. Let's call it existing ground. We can choose the description. The style should be contours and triangles for our case, and we'll click OK. Now the surface is on in that tab under the drawing. We go to point files. We need to choose the required format in which we'll be entering the point file. Since our point file is a text format, we'll use PNZD, and we look for this text file and put it up, then click OK. Now our point file is attached to the surface, and when we go to existing ground and zoom to, we can now see the tin surface. We can move around and have a better look, but for our case we'll just use the top view. Now first of all, to create the road corridor, we need to create an alignment. This we do by first creating a polyline depending on where we need the road to be. So we click at various points to choose where our alignment should go through. We don't need to worry about the elevation right now. We go to alignments and we create an alignment from a polyline. We choose the polyline, we give it a name. Now this alignment, once we're done with this, this alignment will also show up on the left hand side under the drawing. So we put up the name alignment on EG, which is existing ground. Click OK. Once we're done with the alignment, we can see the alignment is showing up on the left hand side. Now we go to profiles and create a profile from surface. We can see the various options available to us. Click OK and choose where we want our profile to be drawn. As you can see, the profile is showing up on the screen now. We'll move it to a better place so that it's easier to see. We can zoom in and see how the profile looks like on existing ground. This is not most probably this will not be the way we'll want the road to be constructed, so we need to create another profile. We choose create profile from layout and then put up a name for the road alignment. We'll put the name proposed road profile. Click OK. Then these are some tools available to us using which we can change the profile according to what needs to be constructed. We'll choose draw parabola from 3 points, and as we choose 3 points, it shows up as a parabola according to what we need the road to actually look like. So wherever there are discontinuous or sharp edges, we'll remove those. This is where the road will actually need to be cut, or it might need to be filled up. So once we're done with changing the profile, we can have another look at it to see if there are any sharp edges. You can zoom in to see the new profile better. There's some information about the curve. So once we close the tool box, we'll have the new profile. Now we need to create an assembly of what the actual road cross section should look like. So for our case, we'll use lane parabolic. We click on the screen to have the cross section show up. Then we choose shoulder extend subbase, as this is what we'll be using for our road. We need to click twice so that we have two shoulders, obviously, but we'll need to move this one to the other side and reverse it by going to subassembly properties. We go to subassembly properties, and in the parameters we change the side from right to left so that it shows up in the other way. So once our assembly is finished, we need to link all these three things up, the alignment, profile and the assembly, to form the corridor. So we go to corridors, we choose create corridor. First of all, we need to choose the alignment. This can be done either on the screen by clicking on the actual alignment or by using the command window. So we choose the profile, which is the proposed road profile, not the existing ground one, and we choose the assembly as well that we just created. Now this will show up. We'll just need to click OK, and it will create the corridor for us. This might take a little bit of time depending on how fast the computer is. So as we can see, the corridor has been created on the tin surface, and it also shows up in the drawing prospector window. So once this is done, we are ready to save this or create a W block. We simply type in W block in the command window. The W block allows us to, by going to select objects, we'll first need to select what we want to show up in the W block. So we'll select both the surface and the corridor and click OK. This will create the W block for us, and this W block can now be used in our TopCon package.